on the Apollo header every time. You had to refresh. So with this fix, it's that's going to be working.
Yes, so we can move the above definition of the user token and move it to the bottom on the Apollo context. We can remove the first definition of the token.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I will merge it. Sounds good?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Sorry guys, I think that we skip a important part and it's the updates. So we should begin with that and then we talk about this. So I can start and then I'll pass around. For me, I did these couple of changes. Essentially, the project number, the amount of projects on my account, they weren't having the token basically being fetched. That's what I was explaining to Ramin right now, and I fixed that. I also did a couple of issues regarding the modal where you share your link, and it was using the Vercel DApp URL. It wasn't using the Giveth data URL. Did a couple of reviews, and that's it. This pull request is basically done to be merged. Then I think that we would be ready to announce that the Giveth.io version is fine, and unless some reviewer says otherwise. That's my update. I'm not distracted. I'm ready to work this week. Happy to see you all. I'll pass it to Ramin.
Hey guys. Currently, I'm working on the donation page. We have some issues with donating on different networks and especially with the Giving Block projects. And on the last week, I was working on some new issues that was arisen after our release. Yeah, thank you. I pass it to Mohammed.
Hey everyone. In the last week, I was working on the fixing bugs and hot fixes and some improvement on the give back calculation script. And my intention is to know what should I do for the next week. I think I should work on the point art, bringing point art donations to our database automatically, but we should talk about it if it's high priority things, because as I know, there is no force box. This is my intention, and my distraction is now. I pass it to Carlos.
Thanks, Mohammed. Yeah, my intentions for the call is to see what are the next issues. I think the change integration is up next, so we could divide the tasks of what is missing. Well, aside from that, my status is over the weekend and last week, customer support and hot fixes. So yeah, let's keep going, and I'll pass it to Rami.
Yeah, thank you very much. During the weekend I managed to upgrade the smart contract for the Uniswap. We have a token, proxy token for paying the reward. I could upgrade that to a new version which has the disable feature, and the multisig is prepared for making that flag true. So after that, no one can get rewards from Uniswap with staking. Also, I prepared the script for calculating who has staked at the specific moment, at the specific block, and how much reward that the user should be rewarded. So I did that during my weekend, and yeah, your weekend and yesterday, and yeah, that's it. Today I just had a couple of calls with Mohammed and Paula, and yeah, I hope I'm summer vacation. It's our holiday, our national holidays. I guess so. I cannot work fully as a full time. That's it, my update. And I want to discuss. I want to pass it to Pedro. And before Pedro goes forward, I want to ask Pedro: Is the requirement for the Uniswap card is complete, or you are still working on it? Because the PR is draft, and I just wanted to ask whether it's complete. I can merge it or not. I should wait for you. I pass it to Pedro.
Hello everybody, I'm currently working on that. I'm almost finishing, probably in the next 15 minutes, so we can merge. And I did last week, we're working some other minor issue that we resolved during the launch. And I think it's that, but the main point is I am almost finishing the changes that I requested. I will pass to Griff.
And sorry, before that, was it in accordance with the design or no? It's something, it's an urgent requirement. But I see that just only the APR is NA, not available, and the title is changed. Of course, we can improve it. We can, for instance, the unstake includes harvesting the reward, but we can exclude that because user should pay extra gas, and it's not necessary anymore. Just asking. But if it's a set that you have done today and it's finished, I can merge it because it's urgent. But we can improve it in future. Just that.
Okay, so I'm currently finishing the main part of it. That is, we just have to unstake the NFT and don't give the user any rewards if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just finishing that right now. And then I will push and I will send you a message, and then I can start working on the design so we can put the rest of the little things that we need there.
Well, I think actually maybe don't merge it until it's done, because I mean we haven't executed. I'm waiting for the front end to be finished before we execute the transaction to disable the rewards. So until the front end is ready, I don't think we should execute that transaction. So if Pedro, if you can finish working on the front end so that when you navigate to the page, it has the little pop-up that says claim your rewards, this pool, it says this pool is no longer available. Please unstake your NFT and use a different pool. And then you click got it. And then when you click unstake, it shouldn't trigger the transaction to also harvest your rewards. It only triggers the transaction to unstake the NFT. So let's wait until it's done and done right before we merge. And then we'll execute the transaction to actually stop the rewards.
Yeah, also we should not allow anyone again to stake, and also remove the provide liquidity. All of them should be removed.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention that in my comment to Pedro, but I'll type to you. But yeah, just remove the provide liquidity as well at the bottom from the card.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you. Lauren, I sent you the preview of what Pedro has implemented till now.
Gotcha, yeah.
If you have,
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll wait, but Pedro, I'll wait until you tell me to look at it again, because he sent it to me actually before too, so I was checking and commenting. So, Pedro, just let me know when you do any more updates, and I'll check the preview link again and give you the okay, and then when it's okay, I'll tell Amin, and then we can merge.
Okay.
Cool. I guess you wanted to pass it to Griff for any updates, or?
Yeah.
No updates, and I'll pass it and I'm just hanging out, and Happy New Year. I'll pass it to Lauren.
Oh, I don't have any other updates except I'm working on this UniV3 thing and hanging out. And I guess actually I'm also here in case we need to coordinate anything regarding the point art thing that Mohammed was mentioning. But yeah, is anyone else missing? Kai?
Yeah. Hey guys. I just wanted to quickly jump by. I was hoping Shihab and Torif were here, but they did not show up. I think they need to learn about this dev meeting. It's not too relevant they come here. I don't know. you guys, I just want a way to find to get some communication going. So please don't hesitate to call upon the DevOps team and involve them in your stuff. So there's just two updates I want to share. One is I have restructured a little bit the DevOps situation around Discord channels. So there is a DevOps role now that you can tag in all the channels, and there is a DevOps channel. The thing that was DevOps was our Prometheus monitoring. It is now called DevOps monitoring, and there is the security channel as well that like before. And so one thing is please ping us with the tag and include the DevOps in your workflow, or at least let's work on that. And the last thing is maybe, we can look at the IPFS vulnerability sometime this week, but I think we should do that separate. Can be somebody else, but I think it's only you that knows the inside outs of this.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we should develop Giveth trace again. That's it, because the vulnerability is for that. If you stop that, no one can create another project. So we should implement the backend upload to the IPFS. Yeah, we should discuss it, but that's the only way I know at this moment. We should re-implement what we have done in the Giveth.io in Giveth trace.
Okay, cool. I just want to remind you, it's not the craziest vulnerability. I don't know who has to go still, and I might drop off. Sorry, but so you know, I give it to Ramin went. You all went.
I can take it. I can take it. Actually, this call is for it's weekly for Agile. And we should discuss tasks that we should do, and let's share my screen and see the board and see what we should do for the for the rest of the week. Location. Do you see my Chrome? Do you see my browser?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. It's full screen. Yeah, we have done many things. They are in UAT testing. I don't know who takes the responsibility for tests because Monique is not available. That's the point. Ashley is on vacation, right? Oh, sorry, we forgot Mitch. Mitch guy has gone. Okay. I don't know whether Mitch or Lauren or anyone can help us in this matter and test all the issues in this column and move them to done or close them in order to, at least make it empty. Because if you see, there are lots of issues. We have fixed them, but no one can verify.
So this is
no one has verified them.
This is on staging, right?
Yes. Yeah. Of course, staging has them. We have pushed because there was many of them were urgent. We pushed them to the production. So the staging and production are not too much different right now. But yeah, if you confirm, you can use the staging to confirm that. And staging that sorry.
Is that really it?
No,
we don't have the staging.
I think it's like Giveth -v2, right?
We can.
I think.
I would beg that we don't throw it on Mitch or Lauren. I really overloaded this week. I don't know if it might be better from the dev team, since the dev team is slowed down by this. It would be really nice to get the developers to do it. No offense, but I know Lauren looks like she's about to say yes, and she's got You have so much going on, Lauren.
I do.
A little note there, because you do testing for such a long time now. I think it's time to rotate in some new testers. And our DevOps guys are perfect. They need to know the application anyway. Please send a list over.
Thank you. The column is here, and the one task is to please map a staging that gives value to this. Do you agree, Matthew? I think the staging should be staging that gives value should point to this environment.
To this URL. To that URL.
Yeah, I send it to you, Kai. Please do it at any time that you can. It's a staging environment for Giveth apps. Thank you. All the issues are here. You are part of this, and you can invite Kai if any of them, or if they reach out to me. There are many columns here. There are many issues in this column. You see, and they can pick anyone, and test it and move them to done or close them. But they need the right access. We should give them. That's it. Can we move forward and talk about other thing?
If we're getting DevOps people to test these issues today and kind of like ratifying them, like what I really need to know from the comms perspective is like, once the developers are like legit happy with this, like if we're happy with this, all these issues are tested and everything is looking good, then I need to prepare like the announcement to share the new DApp like with our audiences. So I guess who's going to be kind of like coordinating with the people who are doing testing? Will it be you, Kai?
Well, I don't know how that was handled traditionally. I just meant that like you doing testing for such a long time. I mean, it's good you have to, you know what to look out for, but you should rotate in some new people. So if I don't know what the best way is, maybe the best way is to educate them on the way you guys test. I was just a suggestion that we need more testers that are not so busy.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Honestly, I don't really have time to do everything. So I can, if Kai, you can maybe let me know who are all the new DevOps people. Just send me their handles. Then I will reach out to them and I will send a link to this repo and be like, these are the issues in QA, and just kind of like explain some basic things so that they can test them and ask them to make comments on the issues. And sort of just try to make sure that gets, that they can do that. And then, and then we can kind of have a little bit of feedback. So I actually know like when we're ready to announce this with comms.
Yep. Just take the role at DevOps.
Okay.
I had to step away for a second, but if you need to pass off this testing thing, Lauren, I can take it.
Cool. Actually, yeah, that would be great, Mitch. Kai was suggesting that the DevOps people do the testing. There's a bunch of issues in review QA in the V2 repo. So they need to be tested on staging. And if you could just like coordinate and try to empower those DevOps people to take on these issues, that was what I was going to do.
To take on the testing issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the dream is that you and Lauren don't have to do so much testing anymore because you guys have so much on your plate. So hopefully we can train others to take it.
And Kai, did you give these people the Notion doc that Monique made for testing?
These people, I didn't give them. No, they do have access to our Notion. So if you share them something, they should be able to find it.
Okay, and the coordination is happening in the DevOps channel /
Yeah, I would see them as different contributors for now. I'm just saying they need to. It's a good fit to use them here because they need to know the application better. And I would just treat them as regular testers and therefore get testing regimen.
Yeah, you could maybe use the test reports channel and tag @DevOps and then add all of the explain everything. Be like, this is the testing document explaining things. This is the repo where the issues are. Test the ones in review QA.
Okay.
Also, Kai, tell them that if they find something really urgent, tag me or someone in the dev team, and I will take a look at it instantly. It's basically that because I think most of the issues are solved, but if something urgent pops up, uh, that should be solved almost instantly. So tag me or someone in the dev team.
All right.
Great. Thanks.
Good. We have many issues, but the more urgent ones. Sorry. In a few seconds. I'm back. Yeah, we have many issues, but the most urgent ones are the one of them is for donating. Matteo has fixed some issues, and Robin is still working on that. What's the Robin? What was the issue number?
Let me check.
I sent you. Wait. $245. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, 245.
I don't know. Have you solved it?
Yeah, almost. I think I will send it in 1 hour. I can send it.
Yeah, cool. Because I think Petro was working on the same issue, right? And there are some difficulty for testing on the staging environment with on Robson. Pauli, can you explain what was your difficulty?
I'm sorry,
No, sorry, Pedro. Pedro.
Please.
Pedro. I was talking Pedro. Pedro, are you here?
Yeah, man, sorry, I just wasn't trying to solve the other issue. What you asking me?
Yeah, you had some difficulties on donating, right? On the test environment, on staging, right?
No, everything is fine there.
You said that your donation and staging are not shown, something like that?
It wasn't me. I was just solving the issue on donation that was carrying the chain on the table. But I tried to test the donation. One thing that I did that I was trying to reproduce the donation as anonymous that was not appearing right, but I couldn't reproduce that. This was the only 2 times that I did something with donations last week.
So it's working well right now, yes?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so that's not a big deal. Thank you, Rami, for take your time. It's vacation. If you want to go anywhere, you don't have to push it. If you do it tomorrow morning, sometime that Mato can review that would be okay. If you do it tonight, it's cool. But it's okay. I understand the situation right now. And we have many issues here. But I think that if we test well the application, we'll have more issues. Let's walk through the issues. Mohammed was work admin for search functionality. Actually, everything is assigned. Let's talk about the new issues because everyone has assigned something. It's a test. It's an emergency. Outdate. Oh yeah. Oh, Lauren has created that, but it's a long time ago. No one has took over. I don't think that anyone has time to update this at this moment. Cool. So can I move it to UAT test?
Yeah, put it to test. And I'll just take a look at it right now and I'll move it to done if I know it's done.
Yeah. What was that? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I moved it done. So.
Yeah, I'll just go take a look at it right now and I'll move it or close it.
Okay. 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 Thank you. That's it. You're assigned. Look like backlog. Important project from Chang API and our state. I don't know how it goes. It's about importing change projects. Staging. Carlos, do you have bandwidth to follow up? Carlos or Mohammed, do you have any of you have bandwidth for this issue this week?
Yeah, I can now take on the change API.
Thing.
I finished my issues.
Okay, thank you. That's great. Have you seen the new token feature that we have on the Impact Graph? Of course, you have seen.
Yeah, I'm checking it. I'll have it in mind for implementing.
Yeah, one issue is how we can implement that in the staging environment. Maybe we don't have any migration for that and just add it manually on staging, because for every project, for instance, you will write a migration for database to import the tokens for the staging for exchange projects, and it works fine on the real environment, mainnet Narcissus. But about the staging environment, I don't know what we should do. Do you have any idea for that?
I'll have to check. Not sure how it works in a testnet, to be honest.
Because
I have to read a little bit.
The migration has real token values. They are smart contracts on the mainnet, for instance, or on the Narcissus, but we cannot have the same smart contract in the in the staging environment in Robson, for instance. So what we have to do, maybe make that table empty and add some test tokens for ourselves.
Yeah, maybe related with test tokens. That's right. Like we did when testing Giveth economy, test Giveth and all that.
Yeah, but we cannot have that much, because for any of them, I deployed a new one. Yeah, let's think about it.
Yeah,
let's
okay.
Think about it.
I'll read all that.
Thank you. It's about test cases. I can assign to you or Mohammed anyone who likes to write user tests. Maybe Mohammed has written much tests. That assign to you, Carlos. It's fun.
Yeah.
Writing tests is fun. Yeah. Wait, that's not updated. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I mean, I moved an issue to in progress. If you want to talk about that, I think I should work on that in the rest of the week. 433. It's in progress column. If you open it, I think I should work.
It's assigned to you, and you are working on this.
I'm a star. I want to work on that. I asked my questions and I get my requirements from the point art guys, and I think it can be started now.
Cool. And how about that's cool. I forget to set the story points. How much story points should I assign to it? Carlos, do you think it's about Exchange API, important Exchange project to staging?
I think the API is simpler than the giving blocks, so I'll put a 5 or 8. I'm like thinking between those two.
Okay.
Let's put an 8.
Sorry, Carlos, I just for mentioning, I think after implementing that, please write test cases for donating to change projects and something like that. We should have all the scenarios for this type of project as well. Thanks.
Okay. I'll also, there's a card that I did for revoking the badge where I did, the is imported column for any project we import. So I did it there, but we're not merging that until Ashley says so. So I'll take that information from there and make a smaller PR with that.
Got it. Great.
Okay. I think he has done change get project list and get single project.
I don't remember.
It said that past the organization too. Is it done right now, Mohammed? Do you know? When we pass the information of the project or a single project or all project, do we join that automatically with the organization and pass the name of the project organization? Return the organization of the project.
I think we should. Okay. You say we should join the organization table to project in some queries. Yeah.
I think it has done.
If we need that in those queries, we should add a join to table. I think.
It's not okay. It's simple because we have it. It's just a single.
But it's not done. It's simple, but it's not done.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. I assign that to you because I think you will do it as faster than others. What's your estimate?
I think 2. 2 is good.
Cool. It's assigned to me. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing I have put here. Our stake, our unipool staking is with a stake with permit. It's a single transaction. Do you see my screen, right? For instance, if I go here and I want to if I want to stake, for instance, I do a stake. Yeah. If I want to stake, if you see, I just sign a message. Do you see my MetaMask or not? No, you don't. Okay.
No, you can't see your MetaMask.
Okay, let's share my screen. If let's do not disrupt. Okay. It's the default behavior. If we want to stake, we first sign a message. Do you see my MetaMask? Guys, Pedro, do you see it? it's for front end. So I met you if you are interested. You know, we sign a message. It's not a transaction. It's sign a message, and the next we do a transaction, right? In order to bypass the allowance and do not do two transactions for making the setting the allowance and then creating a transaction. So it goes through. But the problem with this is that it's not possible for multi-sig. You know, multi-sig user cannot sign a message in advance. They cannot do this, multi-sig users. Is it clear for you?
Yeah.
So for this situation, we should go for what we do, like with two transactions or three. I don't. With two in one, we should approve the allowance like this. It's a one transaction. I confirm it, and then after its confirmation, we do the what? We do the actual staking because we have approved the loans. Before doing an implementation, I should ask. Okay. I should ask design team probably to define some UI for us, some checkbox, something like that, to enable that mode, switch that mode. If the user enable that, it switch to two transactions instead of one. Or maybe make it simple. I don't know.
Sorry, I was a little bit late to join the meeting. Can you just tell me
again?
the problem? Yeah.
You know, let's tell you again. You know, this you're familiar with the sign. Let's tell it from the beginning. And in our staking programs, the user can stake its token to get reward, right? And in order to move the tokens to the smart contract actually to a stake, it can do. There are two ways for that. One of them is to make two transactions, and one of them is by it's not working. Okay, thank you, Kai. Let's move. Let's switch to my another account, which has many tokens here. All right. Go ahead. Oh, I don't have. It's weird. Oh, maybe I had some connection issue because nothing is loaded. You hear me? Yeah, you hear me.
Yep.
But why nothing is loaded? Why my balance is 0? It's weird. Something bad happened? Okay. It works now. Yeah. I have liquidity. I'm sure I have. What happened? Oh my. There's something. I don't know what's the issue. Let's turn off my VPN. I suppose our endpoint is our subgraph is not working. No, I don't know what's happened. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's weird. Why is that shown here? Yeah, let's show you here. uh, okay. Do you see here is our XI, the test XI. If I want to stake, I have to create a transaction. One if it, Mosai, do you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I had to create one transaction, and after it goes through, I will be allowed to do the second one and actually transfer my token to a stake and get reward. But for another smart contracts we have a feature. We have enabled a feature, like if you see, I don't do two transactions. I just do one. The first I sign them off. I send a message offline. It's not a transaction. It's just a message. I signed it. Yeah, I have signed it. When I sign it, I actually do one transaction. So I only need to create one transaction and pay less gas. Is it clear? Yeah. Actually, this feature is not available for multi-sig users. Multi-sig users cannot sign a message like a real user, like a single user, EOA. So we should have some in front end. We should have some switch key or some checkbox, something you can design it to switch that to two transaction mode. Actually, the name is like DApp node. DApp node has that feature. If you look, I connect my wallet. Go ahead. Running me valid. Go ahead. Why it doesn't work for any reason? Yeah, it's so slow. If you want to stake token, yeah, you see, it's permit mode. Approved. You see, the permit mode is single transaction. The approval mode is 2 transaction mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so they had this feature. We should have this too. If you design it, people will be able to implement it. So can I assign this task to you?
Yeah.
Thank you. And any front after you do that, any front end guys who will volunteer to implement that, I appreciate. Who will? Just I don't know.
Just one question. When you allow Giveth to have this permission, is it possible to revoke the permission?
Yes, you can call it a smart contract and make it 0.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. But it's not a big deal. They are trusting our smart contract. So most of the users will approve it. That's it. Thank you. So it's clear. I don't know for any reason why it doesn't work. It's weird. Why on USIO I don't see any balance actually, and here actually, because these two should be the same. These two should be the same, but for any reason it doesn't work. I don't know. I don't know why. It's weird. Yeah, I should investigate that. Yeah. That's it, and let's go ahead. Yeah, there are some models that should be closed. Also, I have it. There are components that remained and should be implemented. Can I assign to any of frontend guys? Do you have bandwidths? Rami, Pedro, Matthew.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I was a little bit distracted. What do you say?
This UI design system components should be implemented.
I can do that.
I'm asking who is. Can I send to what? To whom?
Pedro.
Okay.
I would like to.
We should remove Ben. Thanks. Open web super also like MetaMask. Yeah, that's an issue. It needs investigation. Matthew, do you think that you can take it?
Yeah, I can take it. I was working on that, but I haven't tried it on MetaMask browser. But I can do it.
Nice. Oh, about that models. Also, I had a suggestion. I issued that. It's a separate issue about our. It's when we have a model and when we open a model, it's not possible to close it. But the only way to close it is to pressing this button. In the UX concept, I prefer to click it somewhere outside the model or press the escape button to close it. What do you guys think?
I first click on the screen.
What?
I agree with you. You can remove it.
Remove it? I mean, you should add this. I think we should add this feature to our models, our design system models.
The close button or the escape button to close the model?
No, I mean when I press the escape button or click outside the model should be closed.
Oh, okay.
Can we have both options?
Yeah. I mean both of them.
Yeah, I mean, either tap on the close on the X or on cancel, or tap escape or tap outside of the model. All of them.
Yeah, we should keep the close button. What? No, I mean to keep the close button. Keep the close button, but yeah, that's it. That's it. I made it. Who is up to take it?
I can do it.
Okay, you have much on your plate, Pedro. I prefer someone else. If you don't have
you can assign it to me each issues that you think are remaining.
Okay. Who has marked it 5? What is estimated? Oh, I estimated 5. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Oh, is a suggestion to dream? Or yeah, it's a dream that Lauren has created. That's nice. We can think about it later when Monique is back.
I think this is not it's not working anymore like this because we are using the new design. So I think we should close it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Marco said in the comments.
Okay. Oh, in address and design?
Yeah, you can say that. What? Yeah. I mean, the design is completely different to this, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I believe this as well. Sorry.
Nice. So I put it I should put it in the UAC test. Cool.
Yeah, this as well because we are not using a stepper anymore. We are just doing a infinite scroll to that. So we should close it.
So let's put it to the UAC test. Good discussion. I don't know what talking about this. It's not part of the development. From project page USIO. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Do we have any analytics about which pages are shown? Because I think it's a good data for us. How many users do we have? Which projects get more attractions? Do we have such things? We don't have. Mitch, how we use amplitude? And it was amplitude, right? Do we track which page are visited most?
You cut out there a bit. I mean, you're looking at the front end analytics issue.
No, I was talking about this issue. Maybe I haven't read this correctly. Right?
Yeah. So there was like analytics that Mohammed made for when things are happening in our backend, and then I think this is a super old issue. Analytics for the project page. Yeah, so this is just like tracking our page views from the front end. Try and like get ideas of like what users are visiting, and then being able to track this through Amplitude. We're not really using Amplitude a lot anymore, so maybe that's a bigger discussion, is like how do we want to track this stuff. It could be useful for user research, but I'm willing to be wrong.
Yeah. I remember Lauren sharing a tweet about someone comparing how much analytic tools we're using on decentralized applications, and Bitcoin used around 14 and we were using around 2 or 3. So we could maybe expand this into a better research on which tools are worth using that doesn't imply a lot of centralization in philosophy, at least. So yeah, I think that we could make this a little bit.
It's really the data sharing, like who gets that data from when we install that, and that's the real concern, I think, from the article. Decentralization, centralization, that's a thing, but really, who's getting this data?
It's valuable data, and all that data scientists are working on this data to give you some meaningful answers to which projects get more.
What I want to know from this is like, do we have any way right now of tracking what users are actually viewing, like from the front end? Because I don't think there's any solution implemented.
We can implement that in the project view, single project view, a call to Amplitude, maybe. Say, this page is visited.
Well, it just gets passed to Segment, and then Segment gives it to Amplitude, and then we can kind of like aggregate the information through Amplitude.
But someone. Yeah, go ahead.
Just if we think it's useful, like that's the big question.
Yeah, if you want to implement that, I think the best one is a front-end guy who is familiar with the server-side rendering, and for instance, if the page is created on server-side, we should not consider that as a render, as a visit. Sorry, and just and I think the Mato can investigate that.
Didn't you do some magic on Giveth Trace with this issue? Like using shields and ad blockers, basically.
Yeah, I remember that because we had problem on the Brave browser, so we wrapped the analytics web service in the backend. So frontend just needed to call a backend web service, and all the ad blockers and the Brave couldn't block that request. We can do it again here.
That's a great idea. Maybe we can same thing here because we are using Next. Maybe Next support API. Maybe we can implement that in our project.
I wanted to mention that since the Next 11, I think there is a analytics tool directly from Vercel that we may use. So nice. I think I can start that research and move that analytics to the server in Next instead of the backend server.
Nice. So good. I can assign that to you. And we are at the top of the hour. How much do you think it will take? Can I estimate? What's your estimate for it? How many servers?
5, maybe.
5? Oh.
Or 8. Let's say an 8 then. Maybe it can get a little bit tougher. You're right.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you, everyone. It's at the top of the hour. I wish I make it longer, but I really like. I have guests. I have to go. If you guys need me to stay, feel free. But I really need to go.
I also have to go, but I want to say that we can do the same like last week. If testers build new issues that has priority, we just assign to ourselves and just add there to the sprint.
Yeah, very good idea. That's I agree with you. At this moment, we need that because after release, and we probably ourselves we can find many issues. And we should do it. It's an stage that we need to do much testing, many testing, and we have not done yet. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Thank you, Amin.
Cool. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Matthew, for assisting. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you all.
Sadie.
Thank you, everyone.